Building a high-performing team is critical and crucial for any organization hoping to have success. And in this video today, I'm gonna share something that my mentor shared with me, which is how we run our professional development plans here at Executive Career Upgrades. And more importantly, right, how it's made success easy for my team. Because if you watch my prior videos, that's the only reason of a leader, right? Is, hey, how can I make success as easy as possible for the team? And what's crazy is, right, this is the same way we kind of did it in the military, and most organizations in corporate America today have some flawed training programs, which makes it so difficult, right, to get their people on board as quickly as possible. So today I'm gonna talk to you about the Model, Mimic, Master training style, and it's all about creating that culture of learning and growth. But before we get started, if you don't know me, my name is Tim Madden with Executive Career Upgrades. We've been on the Inc. 5000 list for 2 years in a row, having record growth because of our ability to build a great team and deliver a great service to our customers. At the recording of this video, it's August 2024, and we've been responsible for over 1,800 multiple six-figure interviews for our clients and over 300 offers received. And if you don't know, we help individuals get the job, keep the job, and be successful at the job. So if you're looking for more content like that, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button below, and let's get started. So the first step is model. I've talked about this before, that as the leader, it's your job to set the standard. Your team is not just gonna listen to what you say, they're also gonna listen to what you do. So whether it's showing up being prepared, showing up on time, showing up in the right uniform, showing up with the right presentation, showing up with the right attitude, hey, it's super important because individuals are gonna model your behavior. When we talk about it from a training perspective, here is what you need to do. Hopefully you have a high performer on your team. Maybe it's a sales team, maybe it's a marketing team, ops team, finance team, right? But every department typically has high performers. Most people don't take the time to sit and study, why is this person successful? Why does this salesperson do 4x production? Why does this video editor edit videos twice as fast? Why does it take this person significantly less time to reconcile the books, if you will? When we're first talking about that modeling, right, we have to really say, hey, what does right look like? And do we have some high performers out there where we're actually analyzing what they're doing? The model aspect is crucial because people naturally learn by observing others. And when you consistently are modeling these different behaviors, as you'll learn about as we continue to talk about this, you are actually setting the cultural norms for your team, right? So if I'm setting the example and I have my top performers and I'm analyzing all of their behavior, then I'm going to share that with the team. So essentially modeling that behavior. It's very important that as a leader, you have to know what right looks like and what exceptional looks like. You need it written down and you need to have a plan so when you onboard people, right, they know what the traits of that exceptional person are. Most people don't take time to do this. Most times they're focused on just doing the job. Those are the training programs, right? Okay, you need to come here, you need to do this, here's how you do it, good luck, right? That's not how you train people. So number one, I want to make sure you for sure take it in, right? Number one, I'm the leader, I'm setting the example, and I have modeled and written down the behavior of some of my top performers. Okay, number two, mimic. Once you've set the example, the next step is to mimic. This is the phase where really learning takes place. We have it all written out. Now we're going to share that with the team. Because we have modeled the behavior, we have written it down so that it's easy for the team to understand. Number two, how do I deliver that information to the team so that they can mimic that behavior? Well, here's where training videos need done, best practice decks, right? And it needs written out so that people can easily understand it. This could involve additionally role-playing, shadowing the top performers, or simply trying new approaches in their work. The key here is repetition. Mimic, mimic, mimic. You want to have predictable success in your business or your business unit, right? So it's important that number one, you set the standard. Number two, I'm seeing how top performers in that business unit are operating, or if it's myself, right? If I'm the only person in the business unit, then it's my responsibility to make sure I know how to make it work before I hire people and they know how to make it work. Does that make sense? When you're in the mimicking stage, here's some things to consider. You need to have frequent active participation to make sure that people are actually learning those best practices. As we mentioned before, hey, they need role-playing activities, right? How do I do whatever I'm asked in a real-life situation so that we can essentially certify them so that we have proven that they know this types of behavior to lead to some type of result. You're gonna have to on-go mentor and coach these people and expect trial and error during this training process. They're gonna have to collaborate with their peers and maybe some of those top performers as they continue to learn these new behaviors. And last, hey, you're gonna have to document this. They're gonna have to document it. Because the last step of the mimic process is to review and adjust, right? Likely, this is a continual thing. Every employee wants to do the best they can, but sometimes they just are unaware of how to achieve it or what the best is, right? So this should be an ongoing process where you're learning from your top performers, right? What's working in the marketplace and how to shift that and update documents if needed. And after enough practice, your team members will begin to master these steps. This is number 3, right, of the model mimic master, to master that behavior. Now, just pause for a second, because I know that this is a tremendous amount of work, and I'm not saying it's easy, but look at your business unit right now. Who's your top performer? If you could replicate and multiply that person by 10 or 15, what would that do for the business unit? What would that do for productivity? What would that do for your promotion potential? What would that do for the people inside who actually know now how to win at the highest level? Probably create a really great culture. And at this stage, what's even more exciting is your team isn't just following, they're innovating and, recommending new practices as they continue to grow and scale as well. So the Model Mimic Master framework isn't a one-time fix, it's a continuous cycle that can elevate your team's performance. Remember, the best teams aren't built, they're developed over time. So take a hard look right now and say, hey, how is my training program? Am I properly developing my people? Am I taking away some of those best practices from the people I currently do have on my team and instilling it into the other people? And then when I'm starting to instill it, are you giving them enough time, holding them more accountable so they can frequently mimic that behavior? So then number 3, they can actually get to that point of mastering it. Training isn't fun. You typically get a lot of resistance, but it's the only way to get better, right? Likely, as you have moved through the ranks as director, VP, or an executive, you've had to learn new skills. You've had to be accountable for them as well. In closing, the Model Mimic Master framework is really great to impact that bottom line at your organization. Do me a favor, smash that subscribe button below, and have a great day.